Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. This man, the King of Truth. King Truth is Allah. Peace to all the righteous family on the planet Earth. Peace. Check my Instagram and my YouTube for the latest Nation Gods of Earth builds that I'm doing. I've revised 120. You know, they're gonna make me put it on an ebook, right? To, you know, get it out there. You know, I need to, you know, put it out there, right? And so I might just go ahead and drop an ebook real quick. It's you know, the new knowledge is getting good reviews, right? The updated 120, right? But so you know, I just seen this video, right? BigGip of GoodieMob, piece of the GoodieMob. You know, my father from Atlanta. You know, my father, his brother, sister, you know, his parents, you know, and so I grew up in Atlanta over many summers, right? From the time I was born, we would drive down to Atlanta on every Christmas. Then, you know, they started putting me on planes at 7, 8 years old. I would fly by myself to Atlanta to go visit my grandparents. They stayed on Fair Street in Lawton. Right. I don't know what zone that is. You know, my uncle, my father, brother down there told me, you know, things change, right? So you know, you got to be careful. You know, he said the zones is crazy and all this other stuff, right? He was telling me last time I was down there, you know, kicking it with him, right? But so, you know, I'm very familiar with Atlanta, and I love Atlanta music, right? You know, when LaFace come out, I was, you know, feeling LaFace. Like, you know, they had GoodieMob, Tony Braxton, Outkast, TLC, Usher, Tony Rich. And so, you know, they was like, you know, being compared to Berry Gordy's Motown, right? And so I had no problem with Atlanta hip-hop culture music. See, I have no problem with nobody. You know, Jermaine Dupri was so deaf. You know, he ain't had nothing but hits back in the day, right? I mean, you know, he was the king of the remix, right? So, you know, he brought us Bow Wow, you know, and so Bow Wow, he brought us Bow Wow, the Brat, Criss Cross, another bad creation, him in Dallas Austin. So, you know, I don't have no problem with, and you know, and so, you know, I've been schooled by GoodieMob, right? They was like conscious, you know. They got, you know, their early work is classic, like Live from the Omni, 1 million niggas inside, right? And so, you know, they kept it real. You know what I'm saying? With me, I seen CeeLo in the hood one time. I was in the club with Big Boy in 95, I think, and T-Bonds. So, you know, it's all good. I was driving a big truck down there, seen T-Boo Goodie, you know, one of the GoodieMob members. And so, you know, man, it's, you know, it's all good, right? You know, the underground, the Dungeon family, you know, it's all good. Sleepy Brown, you know, I love that him and Big Boy. I like the way you move, right? So it's you know, it's all good. But, and so, you know, they've been chilling. They just been, you know, enjoying their success and, you know, trying to stack their money, right? And so, you know, they ain't been doing nothing lately. But, you know, they do video interviews from time to time. And the latest interview is from Big Gip. You know, Big Gip is a member of GoodieMob, and they keep asking about Tupac, right? Big Gip been around it, and so he's sharing some Tupac stories, and he got so I'm finished, share this video that he did, right? And I'm gonna be fair. I don't, if you follow me, I'm not a hater, but I have no love for Tupac, and I just, Tupac been handled wrong. He been raised wrong, and even by his friends. See, him and Biggie, after they both died, right? They was, and what after they both had to fake I'm not calling Biggie fake, but after they had to fake their death, him and Tupac and Biggie remain cool, right? There's very little people know this, right? But they remain cool, and that Biggie remaining cool with him instilled in Tupac that he can get away with almost anything. You see, so I believe different, right? I believe it is two pictures of faith in Tupac. One is a group picture that's cut in half, and the other one is somewhere else, and they in public outside somewhere. So, but Death Row still say today Faith was with Tupac. She was at the hotel. She come to the studio and brought him clothes. I mean, it's ugly. It's a dirty game. I don't believe that. I wish Faith would snap out of her depression and her feelings and just address that shit, right? Offer, take a lie detector test, and expose the haters at Death Row that keep pouring fuel on that fire, right? So yeah, man. So and so Biggie not getting mad with Tupac, not being mad with him, even after he got shot, sent the wrong message to Tupac. With Tupac thing, he can really, and so, he wanted to be cool with me, but I didn't, I don't get along with mama's boys, and I don't get along with uneducated men, and so I don't get along with, and Tupac really a ninth grade dropout, right? And so he come around me in Detroit, in Georgia, and he don't get the reception that he feel he deserved from me as him being the man. Man, he could be all these things. So I'm about to share what Big Gip think of Tupac, and then I'm gonna jump back in. Peace.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
At the time when Pac walked the earth, Pac went after every girl that was somebody's girl.
Damn.
Jada Pinkett, Biggie girl Faith, Aaliyah, Kadada, Lisa Left Eye. Didn't Rise and tell you the limousine pulled up in front of my house? The door kicked open, and I seen it. It was Tupac, and Lisa got in the car with Tupac and drove off in the night. Bro, he was that kind of guy.
He was hell.
And all I'm just saying to you is, hey, man, just like you went after the #1 girl in the game, he would have went after her too. That's all I was saying.
I feel that.
And all I'm saying is, bro, he was a phenomenon before the industry understood what he was. He was a rapper that was trained in acting.
Yeah.
So personally, he came with a skill that we didn't even have in the game at that time.
Yeah.
And let's think about this. During the 90s, the music and the television and the music and the TV business did not function together. They were two different entities. And he understood the TV and he understood the music. That's what made him special. And bro, think about this. He is the only rapper that ever got in a tub full of gold, butt naked, and never got called gay. By male or female. They knew that was a man and he was a player. Now, let me give you an example how he played.
Yeah.
When I walked into that studio with him and he first played Hit 'Em Up for me.
Yeah.
He talking about this man's wife, right?
Yeah.
Well, Lisa Left, I sitting on his left, right? With his girlfriend standing in the corner with a full mink on. So when I say Pac would have went at your girl, he would have went at your girl if she was the #1 girl in the game.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with you, King. I'm just telling you that this how he rolled.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of dude he was. And think about it. He understood that he was cute, bro. And he didn't need no money to get no girl. He's never made music enticing. I'm about light your wrist and he never talked about buying a girl, nothing. But he had them all.
What the hell do you think it was?
Saying he was a triple threat, and the game hadn't seen a triple threat before Pac.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So when you say, hey man, you the guy, yeah, you getting the money, yeah, but hey bruh, nobody seen that man, nobody ever seen the way he put out music, doing movies, going to jail, coming back home, still having #1 records. Bro, you been out the whole time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You rapped about one thing the whole time. This man has a spectrum of different subjects he talked about as an artist, and they was never talking about dealing drugs.
Yeah.
So when you ask me who was the biggest artist, the guy that didn't talk about one thing the whole time, he talked with his heart. This guy talked about street culture. If you wasn't into street culture, you didn't give a damn what he was talking about, because you wasn't into streets. But Tupac, he was the first rapper to cross over without the industry doing it. He crossed over just because he was Tupac. Bigger difference than everything now is control. Everything now is cause somebody who you with, what you did, how much money you got. Ain't got really nothing to do with the music no more. I'm coming from a time when we were talking about the art was raw. It wasn't about who you were with, how much money you got. We talking about what your songs talking about and what your beat sound like.
Yeah.
Hey man, the man got more jam in his music than anybody you could put him up against.
Yeah.
That's so bruh, you only getting mad, or anybody only getting mad because the way I said it. But what I'm saying is facts. And he went after one of the biggest people in New York at the time, Biggie Smalls. When he played that record, Hit 'Em Up, he was playing it from fact. Now, 20 years, people been around here lying, talking about he lying, I wasn't never out there. But now you look at an interview from Corrupt the other day, he was like, she was around there, folks. We just didn't want to say nothing.
My God.
So, at the end of the day, the Gip lie, I just told you the truth. You don't want to hear it. You want to hear a remix. I ain't doing that, bro. This is the South, bro. The South don't got no king. It don't. So when you come out trying to be the king over everybody because of your business, that's cool, but I ain't got to accept it. We ain't got to accept it down here. That ain't what we rapped about. You can be the king of New York. You can't be the king of the LA. So let's just keep this shit funky. Don't get mad because hey man, I'm from the 80s, man. I'm from the 70s. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So y'all check that video, right? Now, Left Eye, Lisa Left Eye, I feel that's my homegirl. I didn't see Thursday, he didn't put up on me. And when I first started driving trucks in '98, she was, and I was in Philly. I just happened to, and I was in all 48 state company. And so I was everywhere. I seen Lisa's, she come out, right? And I seen in Philly. And I seen in some other places. But, so, Lisa, real cool, right? And, it kind of bothered me when I hear men in the entertainment business talk about her, right? You know, she not here to defend herself, nobody to defend herself. You know, like, you know, I heard, the things Big Gip saying about her not true. The things Ed Lover said about her is not true, right? So it's like, wow, man, that's like real ugly and immature. That's like, y'all little boys talking about, y'all, you sound like a little boy talking about girls. See, talking about women like the little girls, right? So, but and if you feel Tupac was really the man like that, you or no one else should have to lie on him. Not one lie has to be told about somebody you think is the man. You see, not one lie should be told. No covering up, none of that, right? And so, Big Gip used to date Joy, an R&B singer named Joy. She had a hot, sexy singer called Lick, right? And so, how would he feel if Tupac, was in the studio with him and started hitting on Joy? See, that ain't funny. Just because your girl had a number one don't mean she for him. And see, my thing is, if I'm with a woman and we supposed to be together or we dating, it's a difference if we together or we dating or we, actually in a monogamous relationship, then, Tupac not a threat. And, like I said before, men shouldn't lie on another man's dick, right? And, you say Tupac went after all these women, but, I and others discreetly asked these women, did you and Tupac have sexual experience? Very discreetly. And, we gave them lie detector tests. Let me see, a body lie detector test. Non-machine lie detector tests while they was answering questions, and it turns out that, and this is my second time saying this, Tupac's sexual experience, his only sexual experience may have been with his rape victim, Yana Jackson. That's, we asked Madonna, Left Eye, Kidada, some women in pictures with him, Jasmine Guy, Jada. He ain't never had sex with them. And you can ask Jasmine Guy and Jada and, and so we said, well, Kidada, you went to, he took you to the Versace fashion show in Paris and France. Y'all had a hotel or, whatever. Y'all didn't sleep together. He didn't, when the night he got faked his death, y'all was in that Black Pyramid, Luxor Hotel, and you didn't, y'all wasn't sleeping together out there. She said no. Now, it really ain't nobody's business. But, it was some people that pried like that. They pried because they was trying to get a idea of his character with women based on him being convicted of sexual assault and afraid to come back and face the appeal trial. So they start seeking, some point of reference from women he got pictures with. And that's the only thing Fagavelli got is pictures with these women, right? He got pictures with Rosie Perez. He got pictures with Janet. And so dudes, fans want to make him be the man. But, that ain't what, he probably, sweet as them women. He feminine like them women. So, did he have skills? Yeah, he was on the rise, but him raping that woman, he raped that woman, and 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 he not dead. So you can find him in Stone Mountain, Georgia, and ask him why. And Fagavelli, Tupac lies so much you're gonna need a lie detector test. You're gonna need to hook him up to 2 lie detector tests. One like the police use, and the other one like the police use computer stress, a voice stress analyzer. Right? You're gonna have to hook him up to 2 lie detector tests. And how much I got? $200 in my pocket. I got $1,000 in my pocket. How much? $500 in my pocket. I bet anybody $500 I got $500 in my pocket. I bet anybody $500 Tupac only sexual experience is with his rape victim. And so, she's saying her own words, the first day, we had consensual sex. The second day, he called me back, him and his manager called me back, asked me that I want to see Tupac again. I said, fine. Met him at the hotel, and it went bad. He coming there with other dudes and wanted to act like, he was the man, some kind of pimp, and offer her up to the other dudes. And she said no. And, he held her hair and her neck while she was on the bed, and other dudes are coming in the bedroom and all this other stuff. So I don't think Tupac has had sex like these man fans like Gip say he did, right? And was he a triple threat? Perhaps, but I think like they done Barry Bonds. They put an asterisk by his name. He can't be recognized in the Hall of Fame because he used steroids. Marion Jones was stripped of her gold medal because she used steroids. Her husband was stripped of his medal because they used steroids. So and they got an asterisk by their name. Well, Fagavelli need to be stripped of his gold and platinum and diamond records and put an asterisk by his name. Everything he did after the rape case, all his plaques need to be stripped, and he need to be, kicked out of the, kicked out of rotation, video play off the radio, out of entertainment, because he cannot handle his fame and money, right? He couldn't do that. So he need to be stripped of that. He threw his life away. He fucked up his life when he raped that girl. He don't know what no means. So Big Gip saying these things would would gas him, and he will get big headed, and his head will probably explode. See what I'm saying? So and my Tupac don't like to be told no, and that's his problem. And it's I say this again, it's that old interview when he was a boy. He was 17 years old at Tamla Players High School in Marin County or whatever in California, and he said, that interview he did, it was some counselor or therapist, somebody was trying to get a idea of his relationship with his mother, because she was probably still, using cocaine, right, or crack, and so he said, me and my mother are both stubborn. We both like to get our way. So he was at odds with his mother some kind of way at 17, and a high school dropout. You see, so. He was on his way to be something special, I guess, right? He come to the game really, and that's what I told people. That's what make his raps felt, because he doing some acting, but he also act in when it's not necessary. Like he lied, right? He got the he told the major lie. I think I might put it up here. Hold on, I'm gonna put that up here.
When I got arrested in New York, I got arrested for Biggie. Them guns in my room was Biggie's guns, because them cowards left the room when they heard the police was downstairs, and everybody left their guns in my room. So I got 4 guns in my room. Serial numbers scratched out, and I did not snitch. I took that case. So you can imagine how I feel when I'm in jail for that case, and he out there living a mafia lifestyle, giving me no money, giving me no respect, giving me no tribute, rolling with my road dog who was there when I got shot. I mean, come on, man. I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. When I got arrested.
So this one particular lie I'm talking about is when he lied on Biggie and Junior Mafia. He say, they had guns, and I took that, I took that gun case, and that's why I went to jail. Well, ain't none of that true. Ain't none of that true. He ain't took no gun case, no gun charge for Biggie, Lil C, Lil Kim. He went to jail because of that rape. You understand? And this is 94, right? 94, 95. I don't know if New York had the law then, but New York has a law that if you get if you get caught with an unregistered handgun, you get an automatic 2 years if you are a felon or not, right? It's automatic 2 years for and so now he's saying he took Biggie gun, Lil C's gun, Lil Kim had guns, so he had multiple guns, and he got out in 8 or 11 months, right? That's how long he did, and he said that's why he went to jail, but that ain't why he went to jail. He went to jail because he got convicted of sexual assault. And so he's lying he's lying in that interview, and so so he got out on an appeal. He filed this lawyer filed an appeal. They granted him an appeal, which was a second trial so he got another chance to defend himself on the sexual assault conviction, right? And so Jimmy Iovine, Suge Knight got him out of jail on a $1+ million bond, right? And so he didn't write the diss track after he got, or he didn't record the diss track until after he went to death row, after he got out of jail, right? And so now they saying, but so why the diss track? Because he's saying Biggie got him set up in the studio, so he go after Faith. That's not true. No one set him up in the studio. The news say he got shot. Fox 5 News in New York say, you can look this online, he was shot. Everybody say that the news media, some police people say he was shot 2 times in the head, twice in the head, right? Once in the groin, once in the thigh, once in the arm. He was shot 5 times, twice in the head. This was November 30th. They say this happened November 30th. Fox 5 News say this happened November 30th. Fox 5 News in the same report say December 1st he get out of jail. December 1st he get out of jail. Ain't nobody getting shot 5 times and then the next day get out of jail. Twice in the head and get out of jail. It's medically, physically impossible. See what I'm, so that's a lie. And so my thing is, he's a liar. He's lying. He's acting. He got the bandages on and all this. Okay, he a professional actor. But, you know, he didn't got in trouble, and he trying to use Big and everybody for misdirection to make you look at something else, make you believe something else that's over him being convicted and raping this young woman. You know, sexual assault is the lesser degree of rape. You know, you need to go ask the court why he was convicted of rape, first degree rape. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I'm saying he ain't all that. You know, any of us, myself, Gip, whoever, that had Biggie, that has the mind to, has the will to, has the drive to, can do what he did. And we can learn to act, we can write, we can, you know, have some consciousness about ourselves, you know, and, you know, not be scared to tell it like it is. See what I'm saying? But, you know, Tupac's inability to not understand no, and you know his inability to not respect other people's women, not respect other people's life, is why he'll never be nothing but a piece of shit. You know, he think he know me. I knowing him through, you know, his fame. I don't personally know him, but I've been 10 feet from him, 5 feet from him. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't, you know, you ain't Jesus or God, or, you know, you a piece of shit. You know, you done raped a woman, lied on Big, tried to embarrass Big by lying on his wife, diss Biggie's mother and children, diss his friends, got him shot, right? And you know, and you know, you think you can because he didn't because Biggie ain't killed you yet. Right? Or hit you back yet like that. But, you know, so Tupac a piece of shit, man, you know. He a piece of shit, you know. He let Suge go to jail. You know, he the reason Suge got shot. Tupac not dead. And, you know, that's kind of weak of Gip. See, that's how you know people sleep, right? When they don't see the full Tupac, you know, taking everything he did. You know, he not a victim. You know, he started this, and the facts, videos, and security for death row testimony, and people in hotel room will tell you this. And, you know, they don't have to lie. You know, I don't have to lie. I done seen Tupac plenty of times after he did. I'm really still. I wish somebody tell the Manhattan prosecuting attorney people to check out my social media because you know, I really don't want them write them no letter, email. You know, but I will though. See, people that break the law gotta, you know, face the law like everybody else. So, you know. And so I ain't jealous, and you know, and I'll take a lie detector test anywhere, anytime about if somebody want to call me jealous. I'm not no to the dude. You see what I'm saying? No to him. So, oh man, that's all I wanted to say. I'm out. Peace.
When I got arrested in New York, I got arrested for Biggie. Them guns in my room was Biggie's guns because them cowards left the room when they heard the police was downstairs, and everybody left their guns in my room. So I got 4 guns in my room. Serial numbers scratched out, and I did not snitch. I took that case. So you can imagine how I feel when I'm in jail for that case, and he out there living a mafia lifestyle, giving me no money, giving me no respect, giving me no tribute. rolling with my road dog who was there when I got shot. I mean, come on, man. I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. When I got arrested.